are going to be talking about two cascades. Cascades using open strings, great for beginnings and ends and in the middle of a solo. We're going to do that one, which is an A minor cascade, and we're going to do this one, which is a G Major Pentatonic cascade. Let's get going. Real quick, what is a cascade? So a cascade is a group of notes that alternates between fretted notes and open strings. There are cascades that don't use any open strings, but that's a different kind of cascade that we're not really talking about. We're talking about the open string cascade. So this one, right, you can hear those notes all kind of blend together. I'm holding down notes, fretted notes, while I'm hitting open strings. And then the open string is ringing while I'm hitting other fretted notes. Then I hit another open string, so on and so on. So this is great for the beginning of a song in A minor, or the end of a song in A minor. You could also use it in a guitar solo. This is the lick. It uses the A harmonic minor scale. Now the harmonic minor scale is a regular minor scale till you get to the seventh, and you use the major seventh. So in A minor, the major seventh would be a G sharp here on the 4th fret, right? And it pulls this really good pull to the root note. All right, so that's just fretting the scale. What we're going to do is create a cascade. So we're going to go on the red notes are notes that you're going to hold for as long as possible, and the black notes are only played till you play the next note. So you start with the 7th fret of your D string, 4th string. You're going to hold that down for a while. You're going to go that note and then open 2nd string, so that's A to B, and then you're going to get your C on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. You're going to hammer on. Now sometimes I'll hammer on with my pinky, right? From 5 to 7. And I'm still holding this note down, and this note is still ringing. Play that one and hammer on this one. Sometimes I will stop this one from ringing when I get to this note. So it sounds like this. Right, but these two are still ringing, these two. Most of the time I let all of them ring for as long as possible. So you go, so 7th fret, open 2nd, 5th fret, 3rd string, hammer on with your pinky under the 7th, open 1st string, 6th fret on the 2nd string, and then you're reaching with your 1st finger. You kind of have a D minor shape here, you know? Here's your D minor. You're kind of ending up 7th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, and then you're going to grab the 4th fret with your 1st finger. That's quite a reach. By this point, I usually drop my A note, and so I have 7th fret, 3rd string, 6th fret, 2nd string, and 4th fret, 1st string. And this creates an E7 flat 9 chord. That tension's really good. And then you bring the 4 to a 5. And that's your resolution to an A minor chord. So let me play that a few times. Watch my fingers. Sometimes when I do it really slow, I end up hitting things I don't normally hit. That's the A minor, harmonic minor lick. I use it if I'm playing like an A minor and I go. Right, super cool. All right, let's talk about, a couple things here. When you hammer this, you can use, if you get rid of the 7th fret here, you can use that finger instead of your pinky if your pinky's a little too weak to hammer on with. So a hammer on is when you hit the note, hit the one note, and you hammer on the finger to the next fret. I'm not picking that. If you use your pinky, you can keep that note, the A on the bottom, ringing. All right, let's get to our G major pentatonic lick. All right, now this one is a G major pentatonic run. Could also be used in E minor, but this one, I use this one frequently at the end of a song or at the end of a bluegrassy type solo. This one just goes down the major pentatonic scale. All right, depending on that G. And you're doing it alternating between a fretted note and an open string all the way down. And you're letting all of the open strings ring. All of the red notes you're letting ring. So you're starting with G on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, followed by E on the 1st string. Then you go to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. That is a D, to the open string B, to 7th fret of the 4th string. That is a A, to the open G, to the 7th fret of the 5th string, which is an E, to the open D string, to the 7th fret of the 6th string, which is a B, to the open A, and then I slide down to the F sharp here, which is not in the scale, but I slide into the G, like that. So it's, and I use my first finger, my thumb and my first finger to do this whole lick. Like doop, 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 right? You could also use a pick. You end up with all those open strings ringing, right? Makes a real nice cascade. So, playing in G. All right, I hope that gives you something to work on, some new techniques to work on, getting those open strings to ring. Have a great week.